So find that comfortable seated position. I'm taking a different position today, but it still allows my spine to be erect, my shoulders dropping away from my ears. We're going to take the Bhu Mudra because we're starting at the sacral chakra, the first chakra, root chakra. So we'll be focusing on balance today. So the Bhu Mudra, you fold your thumb underneath, wrap your fingers around. It lowers blood pressure, so just be mindful of that, but it assists with stillness, support, and balance, and it reduces anxiety. So when we take it, we fold our hands around, rested on our thighs, withdraw the mind from the rest of the week and the rest of the day, so you can be here now. And the affirmation for the Bhu Mudra is, I rest in the calm of inner balance and support. So just begin to lengthen the breath, allow it to be deeper and slower than a normal breath. As you inhale, the belly expands. As you exhale, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale to exhale. Resting in the calm of inner balance and support. And anytime during your practice, if you need to take a break, take the mudra and just take a mindful moment. As we focus on balance today, think about balance poses as a metaphor for balance in your life. Balance between activity and rest, between strength and flexibility, balance in relationships. Balance the right side of the body, left side of the body, front body, back body. We're always seeking to find that inner balance. So we'll take one more breath with that intention to rest in the calm of inner balance and support. And then we'll take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. As you exhale, float the head on top of the spine. And we're going to move to standing and do our warm-up in standing this morning. So find Tadasana, feet parallel, hip distance apart. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, palms down, chin down. We're going to take heaven and earth. So reach up with the left palm as you press down with the right palm, looking up. Exhale, switch, looking down. Inhale, reaching up with the left palm, looking up, press down with the right palm. Exhale, opposite side. We'll just take a few rounds, focusing on the grounding aspects. From the navel down, we're rooting and grounding. And from the navel up, we're lifting. This is called heaven and earth. So it's just an extension of that Tadasana mountain pose. And then we'll reach our arms all the way up. As you exhale, we'll bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow, bringing our palms on our shoulders. Reaching the elbows up, shoulders down. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, left arm under right arm. Palms on our shoulders, elbows up, shoulders down. We'll repeat that, inhaling, arms up. And this time, if you want to take eagle pose, right arm underneath the left arm. Taking eagle arms. Again, if this is too aggressive, go back to the previous one. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, left arm. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, release the palms behind, folding your fingers. As you inhale, reach the palms away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, settle your chest on your thighs, Allow the arms to come over in a gentle forward bend. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, bending the knees will come all the way up. Placing your hands on your hips. Bring the left foot out. We're going to flick, kicking your butt. So you're like you're scraping something off your shoe. And then holding the foot out, we'll make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite direction. And then curling the toes up as tightly as you can, spread them wide, and place that foot down. Bringing right foot out, toe touching, begin to flick and scrape heel to buttocks. This helps give synovial fluid to the knee joint. And then holding that foot out, make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite direction. And then curling the toes up as tightly as you can, spread them wide. Place that foot down. We'll place our hands on our knees and just begin to bend and straighten your knees. And then roll them in a circle. And in the opposite direction. And then coming back up, making sure your feet are hip distance apart and parallel. We'll do some moving chair. As you inhale, shift your hips back. As you exhale, pressing into the feet, coming up. Inhale, hips down and back. Exhale, up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, up. This time, if you want to add balance, the next time you come up, we're going to lift the right leg. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift the left. Sorry, inhale, coming down. Exhale, right. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, left. This time we're going to come down and stay down. Shift your hips back a little further. And if you'd like to take a twist, we'll bring our palms together down at the heart center and then bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, pressing out. Inhaling back to midline, exhaling opposite side. Inhaling back to midline, pressing into the feet, coming all the way up. Exhale, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. So we're gonna come on and do some core work. So come to the front of the mat. Got my wires all crossed here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, plant the hands, walk the feet back, drop your knees coming into table. Table, knees, palms are underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. I'm taking a modification by making a fist with my palms, but the traditional way is palms down, fingers separated, index finger towards the front. Take a slight pull of the elbow so the creases are toward the front. And we'll take some rounds of cat and cow as you inhale, lifting the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, rounding. And taking some rounds of cat and cow with the rhythm of your breath. Again, we're trying to move segmentally, one vertebra at a time. And then we'll stop back in table and shift the hips side to side and maybe take a circle with the hips and knees. And then settling, finding that flat back. As you inhale, slide the right leg back, lift the leg. You can stay here or lift the opposite arm, finding stability here. Find the stability from the navel out through the right heel as if you're pressing against an imaginary wall, and out through the left fingertips. Exhale, release hand and knee. Inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Again, you can flex the left ankle. Exhale, release hand and knee. Inhale, slide the left leg back, lift the leg, lift the opposite arm. Stay here, or if you want to add a little core, as you exhale, bring elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. We'll pause here. Find stability. Exhale, release the hand and the knee. Inhale, slide the opposite leg back, lift the leg, lift the opposite arm, find stability. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, pause. Exhale, hand and knee to the mat. One more time, as you inhale, slide the right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Stay here, or if you want to, take a bind. Bend the right knee, bring your arm out to the side, sacrum, or take hold of the foot and ankle. Pressing the foot into the palm, lifting the heart, and the all-important corners of the mouth, finding that attitude of gratitude. We'll release the bind, release the hand and the knee. Inhale, slide the opposite leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Again, stay here or work towards the bind or take the bind. All options today. We'll release the bind, release the hand and knee. We'll separate the knees apart, toes touching. Walk the palms out, take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels. Allow the elbows to come down, allow the forehead center to come down in this gentle child's pose. In Balasana, we're bowing toward our higher self. Allow the heart to be above the head, and if you want more sensation, you can walk your palms out. Lift the elbows. Some of you have room to make tents with your fingers. And with each exhale, seeing if you can release a little deeper, let go a little more. Keep sending the breath to the belly like a balloon. As you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, release and let go. If you want more sensation, walk palms to the right, left palm on top of right palm. Lengthening in the left side body. Inhaling back through midline. Exhaling, right palm on top of left palm. Again, lengthening in the right side body. Inhaling back to midline. As you exhale, we'll come back onto our palms, pull the knees underneath. We're going to come onto our elbows for a forearm plank. So walk your feet back. We'll just start with the tops of the feet down, elbows underneath the shoulders in Sphinx pose. If this is too aggressive, you can move down into a gentle cobra. And then working on our core, you can fold your hands, tuck the pinky, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders, curl the toes under as you inhale, moving into a forearm plank. Again, you can also leave your palms out in front if that feels better. And then if you want to add a little more, as you exhale, release the right knee down just above the ground. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the left knee. You can tap it or rest it. And we'll just move back and forth. Tapping right, inhale back, exhale left, inhale back, exhale right, inhale back. Pause, find that inner strength. Come out of it anytime you've had enough. And then as you exhale, drop the knees, uncurl the feet, release the arms. Walk the elbows forward, stacking the forearms, and allow your forehead to rest at the forehead center on your forearms. Taking a few deep breaths here. Again, feeling the breath in the belly. And then we'll extend the arms forward. Pull the legs together. Zip them up. And then as you inhale, we'll lift the legs and lift the arms in lotus pose. As you exhale, we'll take cactus arms, pulling the elbows together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows in, cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus arms. Release the palms, release the legs. Stack the forearms, this time opposite forearm on top. Release the head, take a few breaths here. Now, if that felt okay, we're going to do one more round of that. If that didn't feel okay, take a rest and stay in Makarasana. But if that's okay, we're going to extend the arms, pull the feet in together. You can also just do one leg at a time. Let's actually do that. Inhale, lift the right leg, left arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, release. This time, inhale both arms and both legs. Again, stay here, or if you want to take boat pose, bring your palms back behind, bend the knees, take hold of the foot and ankle, and you can stay here or lift the knees and thighs. Then exhale, release. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. We're going to move very slowly back into child's pose. Pressing into the palms, shift the hips and knees back, come into a child's pose, and this time keeping the knees together. Slide the hands back, allow them to come on your feet, palms up, tucking the chin. Getting as small as you can. And then as you inhale, slowly roll up. We're going to shift over on one side or another, coming into the center of the mat. We'll do a little bit more core. I'm going to do that Lake Mudra, so palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly roll down, one vertebra at a time. And once you come down, walk your feet in. Lift your knees so that your shins are parallel with the mat. Press your low back into the floor. Place your palms on your knees. As you exhale, slide the right leg down, just allowing it to hover. If that's too much, you can release it. Inhale back. Exhale, slide the left leg down, hovering. Inhale back. And then if you want to add the arms, inhale, slide right leg down, left arm over. Inhale back to midline. Exhale, left leg down, right leg arm over. Hovering, inhale back to midline. And we'll take a few rounds of this. Take a rest anytime you've had enough. Keep the back flat, activating the core. We'll take one more round each side. Hover and then pulling your knees into your chest. We'll slide the left leg down, pulling the right knee into the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Keep sending the breath to the belly. And then holding on to that right knee, we'll draw it out to the side. Don't let the left hip pop up. And then as you inhale, bring that knee back to midline. Take hold of the left knee with the outside of the right knee. Bring your right palm out to the side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw the right knee across the body, creating a spinal stretch. If you like, turn over and look at your right palms. Any pinching or pain, release and come out of it. Try to keep your right shoulder down if you want the stretch at the hip. If you want to do a little unwinding, you can allow that knee to come over, turn the palm up. Use your exhale to find the release. Use that exhale to let go. And then with the inhale, we'll come back to midline. Holding behind the knees, send the toes to the ceiling. One more time as you point and flex at the ankle. Circles with the foot and ankle, and in the opposite direction. Curling the toes up as tightly as you can. Spread them wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift chin and chest. Walk your hands up the legs. Gently drawing the knee towards your chest, inviting that relaxation in the hamstrings behind the knee. And then releasing the hands, slowly lower the leg as you point and flex at the ankle. And then once the heel comes down, roll the feet in and out a few times. As you inhale, we'll bring the arms overhead. As you exhale, bring left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Keep softness in the facial muscles, softness in the belly. And then as you exhale, we'll draw that left knee out to the side. Again, don't let the right hip pop up. Seeing if you can release in the inner thigh. With the inhale, we'll bring the knee back to midline. Take hold of the left knee with the palm, right palm. Send the left arm out to the side. Take a breath in as you exhale. Draw the left knee across the body. Again, turn your gaze over the left fingertips. The $1 million roll. So this pose really releases the spine. It should feel good. It should be just a gentle unwinding. If it feels any pinching, just come back out. Just remember, no pose is worth losing your peace. No pose is worth stopping the flow of the breath. So if you're holding your breath, you're not doing yoga. And with the inhale, we'll bring the knee and gaze back to midline, holding behind the thighs, send the toes to the ceiling. Inhale, point. exhale, flex a few times. Make circles with the foot and ankle and in the opposite direction. Curl the toes up as tightly as you can. Spread them wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift chin and chest. Walk your hands up the legs, gently drawing the thigh towards your chest, maybe straightening the knee. Try to be active in this bottom leg, the right leg, pointing out through the heel. And then as you exhale, releasing the head, slowly lower as you point and flex at the ankle. And then once the heels are down, roll the feet in and out. As you bend the knees, bring your heels towards your hips. We'll do a moving bridge. Brush the back of your heels. Face your palms towards each other. As you inhale, pressing into the feet, we'll lift the hips as the arms come up and over. At the height, see if you can lift a little higher. And then as you exhale, slowly lowering down. At the base, you'll just take a pause, allow the sacrum to expand. And then as you inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up and over. Hips up, arms up and over. See if you can lift. Don't allow the knees to splay out. Keep the knees tracking over the ankles. As you exhale, slowly coming back down. Taking a pause here. And we'll do one last round with the rhythm of your breath. Keep pressing the feet into the ground as you lift your hips and the arms come up and over. At the height of the bridge, see if you can press a little deeper, come up a little more, exceeding your expectation. And then as you exhale, slowly lower. One vertebra at a time. Bring your palms down. As you inhale, bring the right knee to your chest. Open up at the knee. Place your right ankle on the outside of the left knee. Pressing into the palms and the foot as you inhale, lift the leg up. Flex that right ankle. And then as you exhale, slowly lower. Then we're going to inhale, lift the left thigh. If you like, reach behind the thigh, coming into a figure 4. And if you like, rocking here. And anyone of you can stay here and work here, or if you want to work towards the bind, you can release and drop the right thigh over. And take hold of the left foot, looking over your right shoulder, finding a bind. Again, binding is not necessary for enlightenment. It's just an option. And then if you've bound, we'll come back to that figure 4 position. And then we'll release the left foot down, uncross the right. Inhale, left knee to the chest, opening it out, placing left ankle on right knee, flex that left ankle, pressing into the palms. As you inhale, we'll lift the hips up, opening the left hip. Exhale, lower. We'll do that one more time, pressing into the palms. As you inhale, press into the feet and lift the hips up. Exhale, lower. Stay here or lift that right knee, reaching behind the thigh, taking a figure 4. As you exhale, drawing the thigh towards your chest, you want to feel this in the back of the left hip. So keep the left foot flexed so that you protect that left knee. And again, you can stay here, or if you want to work towards a bind, again, not necessary, but if you're binding, release, drop the left foot over, and take hold of the right foot with your left hand looking over the left shoulder. So these pretzel moves are not for everyone. As we get older, we get a little less flexible, and we don't want to force a pose. If it doesn't work for you to bind, it's not necessary. So we're always thankful for what we can do. And then if you did do the bind, we'll unrelease the bind, coming back to that figure 4. And just take one more stretch here. And then as you exhale, release the right foot down, uncross the left. We'll cross at the ankles and we'll just rock to a seat. Come into all fours. We're going to transition to a downward dog, curling the toes under, coming back to a downward dog. And you'll notice I have lizard hands, and that's to protect my wrist. But if you can plant your palms down and just begin to walk in place in your first downward dog. Shift your hips side to side. And then we'll lift the heels up. As you exhale, shift the chest towards the thighs. Maybe the heels come down, maybe they don't. And then looking up between the hands, we'll walk the feet up. Taking a forward fold, maybe clasping opposite elbows. Seeing if you can work on releasing in the hamstrings. And then as you inhale, we'll release the arms, bend the knees, shift your palms back, coming into chair pose. Exhale, coming all the way up, releasing the arms, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then coming to the front of the mat, if you're not already there, toes together, heels touching. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, spin the heel around, coming into warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Arms lifted, gaze lifted, pressing into the back foot. Exhaling into cactus arms, opening at the heart center. Inhale, elbows, forearms together. And again, you can take eagle arms or just place your palms on your shoulders. If you're taking eagle, right elbow underneath left elbow. Seeing if you can lift your elbows up, keeping the shoulder blades down. Inhaling back to cactus arms. Exhale, bring your palms behind, folding the fingers, press the palms down away from the spine, and take a breath in. As you exhale, send the chest towards the inner thigh, moving into humble warrior. And in humble warrior, we're bowing toward our higher self. Keep rooting the outside border of the back foot, inside border of the front foot, allowing gravity to create traction in the back of the neck and spine. Calming any panic that arises from being upside down. And then with the inhale, pressing into the feet, we'll come back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Pausing, observe the flow of prana. Exhale, plant the hands,
Spin the back foot around and bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Close the eyes. We'll take a pause here. At any time in the practice that you need a break, it's always good to close the eyes and take a mindful breath. Inhale to exhale. And then opening the eyes with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, spin the heel around, keeping that front knee bent. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhaling into cactus arms, pressing the elbows towards each other. Inhale, we'll bring the elbows together. Again, you can cross and place your palms on your shoulders or take eagle, left arm underneath right arm, elbow, lifting elbows up, shoulders down. Finding that eagle focus. Keep active in that back leg. Inhaling back to cactus arms. Exhale, release, this time opposite thumb on top, opposite finger clasp. Press the palms down, bring them away from the spine. Take a breath in as you exhale, send the chest towards the inner thigh. One more time, coming into humble warrior. With each exhale, seeing if you can release a little deeper, let go a little more. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, coming back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, spin the back foot around, bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. One more time, close the eyes. Focus on the breath. Inhale to exhale. Calm the breath, calm the mind. And then opening the eyes, we'll take a step back, preparing for warrior two. So in warrior two, you want your back foot in line with the back of the mat. Turn the front foot out. We'll bend that front knee, allowing the knee to come over the ankle. So if you've drifted forward, pull your trunk back to midline, adjust your stance. Inhale the arms up, press out through both shoulders, through both palms, and look out over the front finger, the middle finger, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. To inhale, the front palm turns down as you turn your gaze to the back palm as it comes up. Inhale, back palm down as you turn your gaze, front palm up. Inhale, front palm down, turning the gaze to the back palm up. One more time, inhale, back palm down, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the back palm down, reaching up, and then turning your gaze towards the back, coming into reverse warrior. And then as you inhale, release the elbow to the knee. Bring that back arm up and around, hugging it into the ear, coming into side angle posture. And if anyone wants to move into a bind here, you can bring that top arm, bring it around, release the bottom arm, and then maybe reach in between the legs. Again, just an option, not necessary. And if you're binding, we'll release the bind. We're all in side angle posture as you inhale, coming back into warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee. So we're going to move to triangle. So you might need to readjust your foot. So slide that heel a little back behind to allow that internal rotation to happen at the thigh. Straighten that front knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, glide. And when you can go no further, allow that palm to come down. Open up the top palm. Turn your gaze towards that front up palm. And if that creates any tension in your neck, turn your gaze to the front foot. Imagine that top arm is pressing against an imaginary wall. So we have a line of energy from the heart center out through the outstretched arms. Don't allow the shoulder to come forward. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, we'll come back up. Pick the toe up, bring it to the front, release the arms, roll the shoulders up, back and down, hands on the hips, coming to the opposite side. So again, back foot is parallel with the mat. Bend that front knee so that the knee is over the ankle. And then if you've drifted forward, pull your trunk back into midline. Adjust your stance, inhale, arms up, press out. Make sure you bring that back arm up. Turn your gaze out towards the middle finger, arriving in Virabhadrasana 2. We'll turn the front palm towards the ceiling. And then as you inhale, turn that palm down as you turn your gaze to the back palm as it turns up. And we're trying to make this like a wave. As you inhale, back palm comes down as you turn your gaze to the front palm as it comes up. Trying to make it a flow of energy. Inhale, front palm down as you turn your gaze, back palm up. One more time, inhaling, back palm down, turn your gaze, front palm up. And then as you inhale, we'll bring the back palm towards our thigh, front palm up, coming into reverse warrior, and then turning your gaze towards that back foot. Inhaling back through warrior two, we'll pause here. And then as you exhale, straighten the knee, release the arms, and then just adjust your foot for triangle. So for me, I like to get my heel a little bit behind my toes, internally rotate that thigh. Inhale the arms up, press out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, glide. And then when you can go no further, allow that palm to come down. Open up the top palm, looking up over that fingers. Trikonasana. Find that inner gratitude, thankful for what we can do. Active legs, active arms, active intention. And then as you inhale, we'll come back up. Pick the toes up, release the arms, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So we'll take a forward fold here. Pull, I like to get my heels out a little further than my toes. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling, swan dive forward. Plant your palms under your shoulders if you like. You can walk them back between the hands. You can take hold of the big toe. But see if you can take a little bit more weight on the balls of the feet. Tucking the chin.
With each exhale, seeing if you can release in the back of the thighs and in the spine. And then as you inhale, coming halfway up, hands on the hips, come all the way up, release the arms. Take the Bhu Mudra, fold the thumb, wrap your hands around the thumb, coming back into that inner balance and support. And then opening the eyes, we'll heel toe the feet in. Preparing for our balance pose today. We're going to do tree pose and dancer's pose. So we'll start with tree pose. So feet parallel, hip distance apart. We'll bring the left heel out, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg. Lift the opposite leg up, landing it on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Hands to the heart center, and when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. Actively pressing the foot into the thigh, shin, or ankle. We'll take Kalpa Vrikshasana, wish-fulfilling tree pose, turning our palms to the front, thumbs flexed. In this pose, we are catching energy and sending blessings to the universe and all in need of it. And if you fall out, just come back in. Palms together down at the heart center. Over to the left shoulder, back through midline, right shoulder, back through midline. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll the standing foot out. Coming to the opposite side, this time right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bringing it out to the side, landing it on the thigh, shin, or ankle. Palms to the heart center. And when you're ready, allowing the limbs of the tree to grow. We'll take Kalpa Vrikshasana, bringing your palms to the front. Put your intention for anybody that needs blessings. Palms together down at the heart center. Over to the right shoulder, back through midline. Left shoulder, back through midline. Pull the knee in, straighten the leg, release, and roll the standing foot out. So we'll move into dancer's pose. If dancer's pose isn't for you, you can just work on crane. But we'll move from crane to dancer's pose. So we'll place our hands on our hips. We'll bring the left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant that foot down as you shift onto that leg. Lift the opposite leg up, arms out to the side, coming into crane. As you exhale, just slide that knee back. Inhale, coming back up to crane. And then exhale, and this time if you want to take hold of the foot and ankle, press the knee back, hip forward, arm up, and stay here, or tip the pendulum, coming into dancer's pose. Or fall out and try it again. So the engine of this pose is in that kick. So you really press the foot into the palm. Try to pull your knees into midline, not let them fold out. Find the line of energy out from the navel center, out through the fingers. Plant the foot, feel grounded in support. And then as you inhale, we'll release, pull the knee up. Release and roll the standing foot out. Hands on the hip. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift. Lifting the opposite leg up, arms out, finding crane. As you exhale, slide that leg back. Inhale, coming up to crane. Exhale, slide that leg back. If you can, take hold of the foot or ankle, pull the knee in, press the knee back, hip forward, arms overhead, and when you're ready, allowing the pendulum to tip. And with the inhale, releasing, pulling the knee up. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. Okay, we'll come to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Plant the hands. We're going to step the knees back, shift our hips over, bring our legs around, coming to the center of the mat. We're going to take a supported bridge before we settle into Shavasana. So if you have a block or blanket, before we start, we'll place our hands in front of our shins. As you inhale, pull the chest and towards the thighs. As you exhale, round, doing a little version of cat and cow. Inhale, chest in, palms up. Exhale, slowly roll down, one vertebra at a time. Walk your heels in. Brush the heels with the back of your fingertips. So you can take a regular bridge, or if you want to take a supported bridge, take hold of the block. As you inhale, pressing into the feet, lift the hips up, place the block underneath the sacrum. Rest your palms at the thigh. You can stay here or bring the right knee up, the left knee up, and send the legs to the feet to the ceiling. Ankles together, and we'll pause here, allowing the flow of the lymphatic system to drain from the ankles down into the hips. And you can rest in stillness here, or if you want to take moving, inhale, open the legs to a V, and you can stay here and support the thighs, or exhale back to midline. Inhaling out to that V. Exhaling back to midline. Inhaling back to that V, taking a pause here or keep the moving V. You can also choose to do splits. And then wherever you are, we'll finish any movement you want to do. We'll all inhale the feet and ankle back to midline, pausing here. Taking this opportunity to rest in the inner calm of balance and support. So we've done the ha part of our practice. Now we'll do the tha, the resting part of our practice. As we move into Shavasana, we'll do bending the knees, release the left foot down, the right foot down, lift the hips up, remove the block, and then slowly lower down. Bring your arms out to a T position, walk your feet to the edges of the mat and just windshield wiper the knees back and forth a few times. And then bring the knees to midline. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the knees to the right, gaze to the left. With your next inhale, bringing knee and gaze to midline. As you exhale, drop knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhaling back to midline, walk the feet in, bring right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. And then holding on to the knees, make tiny circles with the knees just to massage the sacrum. And in the opposite direction. And then squeezing the knees, hugging it in. And then as you exhale, we'll slide the legs down. We'll take one last spinal stretch. With the inhale, bring your arms up overhead, getting as long as you can. And as you exhale, release the arms to the side with an audible sigh. Separate the legs so they're wider than hip distance. Separate the arms away from the torso, palms up if you can to be receiving, palms down if you need grounding. Beginning to relax the muscles of the forehead and face, the muscles around the mouth and throat. Relaxing the muscles of the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms and the lower arms. Relaxing the fingers and the skin between the fingers. Relaxing wrists, elbows and shoulders. Relax the chest and cardiac region. Relaxing in the belly. Relax the hips and thighs. Relax the knees and calves, ankles and toes. And send a wave of relaxation from toes to top and top to toes. And taking these moments to rest in the calm of inner balance and support. And you can stay here for the recommended 20 minutes for Shavasana, but in the interest of the battery of the filming, we'll begin to make some subtle movements of the fingers and the toes. Coming back into the body, into the room. And as you're ready, bend your knees, bring your left arm overhead and roll on your side, pausing there, taking a moment to make an intention to bring the best part of the Shavasana with you as you move throughout the day. And then visualizing yourself in that seated position that you started in. Take a breath that leads the action. Move back to your seat with the least amount of movement as possible, keeping the eyes closed. And as you find your seat, we'll make sure the sit bones are grounded equally, the shoulders dropping away from the ears, sending energetic traction from the base of the tailbone up the spine, through the crown of the head. Take the Bhu Mudra. Fold your fingers, thumbs towards your palm, wrap your fingers around the thumbs, place it on your thighs. Take this last moment to rest in the calm of inner balance and support. And then we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your heart. Place your hands on your lower abdomen as you flutter your eyes open. And with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead, joining them together, sealing the practice in, and bringing it down to the forehead center, seat of wisdom, and to the heart. And sharing the love all around us and all in need of it. Namaste.